What was your worst struggle in the classroom, Dewey?
I like for specifically stats 250. It's an infamously hard course here. I had unresolved like attention issues that didn't
Okay.
get covered. So I just like, oh, I go to class and I would just space out and I wouldn't absorb any of the material and I would try to study. And it's just nothing that came to me because, like we said, in high school, we didn't study. And it's just a skill I hadn't learned at that point. Because I was talking to my friends and I'm like, yeah, I'm having problems. Just like, I can't read really and I can't focus and I space off constantly. And they're like, are you okay? Have you gotten this looked at? And I'm like, wait, that's not normal? And then I went to CAPS, which is the psychological services on campus, which I highly recommend if they need them. And they were like, yeah, you should probably go to a psychiatrist to get this checked out. And then I went through like a cycle of meetings to figure out, like narrow down what could be the problem. And then we ended up learning that I have some unresolved attention issues.
Wow. That's wild because you've been so successful. Then this class that just crushes everybody, it wasn't necessarily how you were studying, but there was this underlying problem and you had the courage to get help. Was it hard to do that?
Oh, like 1,000%. It felt awful because there's a lot of stigma around getting like mental health help. And people seem to like discount that. It's one of the major problems with college students, in my opinion, where they're like, I'm fine. Like, no, you're stressed out. You need to like learn to breathe. Like, you need some help. Like, calm down.
And how did it impact your grades and your ability to stay focused?
I can actually like do readings and pay attention in class and take legible, comprehensible, great notes that I can read later.
Wow, that's amazing. And for anybody who is thinking, wow, CAPS, getting help, that's too expensive. How are you able to pay for that? I know the answer, but I'm kind of like giving you a softball.
Yeah. So CAPS is a service provided to students free of charge. And any costs that may occur can be covered by insurance. And the university does offer insurance to students for a bit of an extra cost.
You take advantage of that?
I actually have insurance through my parents at the moment.
Right. So you're able to do it through that, which is great. I have a therapist. I talked to my therapist today. And it was great. I just think the accountability, having someone who has a different last name is great. There's no judgment. And this dude has to listen to me. Got no choice. It's being paid to listen to me.